Hey everybody, it's Roger, author and creator of the Azure Sandbox. I'm back, and we're going to pick up in this video on the next configuration in the Azure Sandbox, which is the SQL Server running on Azure Virtual Machine, or VM MS SQL for short, which is their abbreviation that we use in the Sandbox. So let's go up to our handy dandy vanity URL, aka.ms/ Azure Sandbox. And that takes us to the Azure Sandbox section in the Azure Architecture Center. And we'll just navigate down to our GitHub repo by clicking on one of these Azure Sandbox links in Deploy the Sandbox. So now we're in GitHub, which is where all the source code for the Azure Sandbox resides in the Azure Samples / Azure Sandbox project. Right now, so far we've completed VNet Shared and VNet App. So the next configuration up is VM MSSQL. So let's see here. Make sure we got our order right. VNet Shared, VNet App, VM MSSQL is what we're going to do next. So this particular configuration drops a single Azure virtual machine in this database subnet, SNET-DB01. And the default name for that SQL Server virtual machine is MSSQL Win1. And we configure it using two basic approaches. First, using Azure Automation Desired State Configuration, and second, using a custom script extension to do a lot of the SQL Server specific post configuration. So there's a lot of good code in this if you're deploying any SQL Server on Azure Virtual Machine deployments. And then in the smoke testing, we can connect to it from JumpWin1 because we have SQL Server Management Studio pre-installed. Okay? Let's jump right in. And the next video will pick up on getting started.